feeling as a software engineer is that they wouldn't be able to unleash the full new hardware potential of the Switch 2 on original Switch games.
Yeah, apparently some of the late generation PS4 games really chugged on the non-pro. And the PS5 would actually accept PS4 discs to license the PS5 versions of games if the developer
Allowed it. Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
That's cool that they did that.
That seems like something only Sony and like one of their cool partners would do, and then no one else. It was just interesting. When I heard that, my first thought was like, Game Boy Advance games were just Game Boy Advance games on the DS, and DS games were just DS games on the 3DS. And so if you allowed me to run old software on the new hardware, I don't have like a built-in expectation of like the software should be fundamentally different, but everyone's expectations with the Switch 2 is that they were just using an NVIDIA ARM processor, like a phone sort of thing, for the Switch, and all signs point to the Switch 2 just being a newer generation ARM processor thingy.
Yeah.
So because they're so related,
Yeah.
you could just tell games like, hey, rather than chugging, like, here's some more RAM.
Yeah, well, that was my caveat. Like, we don't know the internals of the Switch 2 yet. There's possibility that if they chose similar enough hardware that they could get more performance out of original games, but there's a point you reach where it's like, if I do this, how much is it going to break the game? And it's honestly more an issue with like big generation leaps, like between the Game Boy and the DS, when you're actually starting to use emulation to do it, then you have more of a problem. So, yeah, it's theoretically possible, but it just depends. We don't know enough information yet.
Yep. Yeah, it's running a ARM Cortex A57, whatever that means.
Wait, what is?
The Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Alex said they put an ARM inside the Switch? How did it fit?
It's a very tiny arm.
I mean, there was a game called ARMS. I gave them a good leg up.
Ha 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 ha. Switch 2 will still be wimpy compared to the... Well, yes, of course. Nintendo never goes for the best hardware they can get at the time.
It'll be interesting if it can handle some like PS4-ish level games like Death Stranding.
Oh, yeah.
Just because there were a bunch of game collections like Kingdom Hearts where they were like literal pieces of plastic you could buy that just ran the software to do game streaming on it. And like people really disliked those multi-platforms release for Kingdom Hearts and Doom and a couple other games. That it was literally just game streaming because the Switch couldn't handle some of the stuff that was coming out on the PS4. And
Hey, Walter.
hey, Walter.
How's it going? All right, so I think we're done with the veggies, at least as far as the veggies we need imminently.
Hey, Walter's doing well.
Good to hear.
You gotta chop up some bacon?
We'll do some bacon.